The world finds him as a great dictator, the Führer, the totalitarian, autocratic fascist, a tyrant, a gambler, and man of the Holocaust. Here we are, friends, going to discuss about the biographical psychology of Adolf Hitler. Was he born cruel and tyrant? What makes this man so bad? How did this man turn to be totally evil? But before that, friends, welcome to my channel. I am Ranjith Alphonse, a licensed counselor psychologist. Before we move on to the psychology of Adolf Hitler, let's know a bit about the biography of Hitler. He was born on 20th April in the year 1889 in Austria, closer to Germany. His parents are Alois Hitler and Klara Polswell. Klara was third wife to Alois Hitler because Alois was working as a customs officer in the government. Hitler was the first surviving child to Klara. So therefore already Klara has a lot of attachment towards Hitler. In the primary schooling, Hitler did very well. He was very smart and clever boy. During that time, his father used to come and tell him often, you have to become a government servant, which Hitler did not like it. However, mother used to protect him, guard him. Later, when he moved on to secondary school, his performance score begins to drop. He was not doing well. Later, we come to know in the year 1903, when his father died, it did not affect him too much, but he was inside feeling happy. Now that mother was so supportive of him, he asked mother's permission to do the fine arts in the academy. Meanwhile, he developed a lot of skills in drawing and artwork. Then mother gives the permission. Then he moves to the college where he wanted to get into the Academy of Fine Arts, but he could not. Meanwhile, in the year 1907, his mother also passed away, which really disturbed him too much because he was so much attached to the mother. We come to know later in the year 1945 when he committed suicide by shooting himself. We come to know there was a picture, a photograph of his mother in his pocket. That much was the attachment. Meanwhile, we come to know Hitler was in Vienna doing his fine arts. He was not successful in getting into the fine arts. Therefore, he was running shelter and helter. Homeless, he was, no money. At that moment, he experienced lots of negative experiences with the Jews, which indeed imprinted in his mind. Later we come to know his policy that he enshrined in the writing of Mein Kampf, where he was against the Jews, anti-Semitic approach towards against Jews. So therefore we come to know later he moves towards Germany, Munich in the year 1913. There he joins the German army, not because he was physically strong enough to, but he wanted to have good food. Therefore he joined the army. Later, immediately 1914 declared the World War I. During that time, he was a dispatch runner carrying the messages to the frontline soldiers. That was, he was doing wonderfully well. Then later, after the World War I, the Treaty of Versailles, which affected him deeply, he also was believing one of the reasons why Germany failed was communists. That's why he was also developing later the policy anti-communist thinking. Then we come to know that 1919 he joined the Nazi party. There he was moving around, going around, speaking because he had a wonderful oratory skills where he gathered lots of people. It seems that one of the meetings we come to know 6,000 people gathered to listen to Hitler's speech. Okay, he was also very famous for toothbrush mustache. So that for many people he attracted through his oratory skills. Later he joined the Nazi party. In the year 1923 he was again jailed because he was spying, wanted to kill the leader of the place. 1923 he was arrested and the verdict for him was 5 years jailing. But he was not there 5 years, he was there 9 months. And during that time he wrote the book called Mein Kampf that speaks about his biography, speaks about all his plans for Germany, who he is and what are his vision for Germany. Friends, let's now look into the psychological analysis of Adolf Hitler. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, he speaks about two basic drives, libido and thanatos. Libido means life energy, a positive energy. Thanatos means aggressive, a negative energy, a death instinct, something like that. So negative energy. In all of us, there is a positive energy, there is a negative energy inbuilt in all of us. Some of us are exposed to positive situations, positive life, thereby we turn out to be highly positive. Some of us are exposed to negative situations, negative energy, that we are growing with negativity, whereby we turn out to be negative personality altogether. In the case of Hitler, in the beginning when he was with his mother, as a child he was exposed to libido energy, positive energy. As and when he was scolded by the dad, the mother would come in, rescue him, support him, protect him. Klara was doing that wonderfully well in the case of small Adolf. Then later, when he was growing in secondary school, father was trying to dominate, which Hitler was not enjoying that. That was a negative energy. Then later we come to know in the year 1907, when mother died, Hitler was totally exposed to negative energy, so-called thanatos, the death instinct, the aggressiveness, the suppression that he experienced due to Jews and other people. He was running for food, hunger, which disturbed him. All that negative exposure made him who he was later, made him totally evil, because he was exposed to totally negative experience, which dominated him too much. Therefore, Hitler turned out to be negative, totally evil. Friends, what we learn from the life of Hitler is he was exposed to negativity, negative energy, negative surroundings when he was a youth, as he was growing up. So therefore we come to know all his policies, be it in anti-Semitism, Aryanistic thinking, anti-communism, or Nuremberg law, and all that strategies that he created was negative. If suppose he would have been exposed to positivity in his childhood as well as in youthful stage, surely he would have been a better, fantastic personality. Since he was exposed to negativity, that's why he turned out to be. Therefore, the childhood is important. The teenage stage is very important. As parents, we need to give our children lots of positive environment as they are growing up in their childhood as well as in their teenage. Then they will turn out to be a better and fantastic human beings. Friends, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Thank you.